Hey, Jim.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, man. Back again?
Back again. What
Again.
episode?
I think this is episode 11.
11? Wow.
Last week's was a kind of a
Yeah.
quasi, maybe a 9A. So
Okay.
this is officially, well, we had a short one last
It
week.
was.
Check it out on TikTok. A
Right.
lot of views on TikTok.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok now, so quite a few views on TikTok. It was only about 3.5
Yeah.
minutes. It was a feel-good story.
Great.
So we didn't do a full podcast.
Thanks to the bartender who helped
Yeah,
us.
Geronimo Brewing. Shout out to Geronimo.
And the
nice
girl
little-
working the camera.
Yeah, we had a. I went into school and I said I had some young bartender videotape us, and they're like, videotape.
Uh,
I'm like, well, isn't that what you call it? They're like, no.
yeah.
Showing my age,
Yeah.
videotape. They're like, did she have a big camera and stuff? I'm like, no, she had my phone. She just filmed you. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Okay.
Anyhow, shout out to Geronimo Brewing in
Yeah.
Doylestown for shooting that video. But this is, I guess, technically number 10 now.
Okay.
And we're a week away from Thanksgiving.
Big Thanksgiving
Big
weekend.
Thanksgiving coming up. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in schools.
School. Yep. We have our big dodgeball game coming
Oh.
up next Tuesday.
Wow,
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think it's
big-
Tuesday.
that's a big event.
All day.
Kids
All
love it.
day.
Yeah,
I'll
kids
be
love it.
working that too.
All
I'll be
right.
at the school working that.
So before we start with our Thanksgiving / parent-teacher conference episode, let's have a beer.
Okay.
I found a nice fall beer right before Thanksgiving.
Perfect.
It's called Workhorse Shady Brook Farm Harvest Amber Lager.
That's a lot.
I be honest with you, I've never had a workhorse
Horse.
brewery beer before. They're out of King of Prussia.
Okay. That's probably why I haven't been there.
Yeah, they've been around since 2018.
Yes.
Well, we were in King of Prussia. We went to the Conshohocken Brewery in King of Prussia,
That's true.
but we were never there. I'd like to stop there.
Yeah.
They have food,
Okay.
so
What time they open till?
open till 10:30 on a Friday. Yeah, our local brewery closes at 9. This
8?
one's 10:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also have 19-ounce drafts for
I've never
$7.
heard of the 19, but
So that's a pretty good deal.
hey,
19-ounce draft.
19 ounce draft. I've never heard that.
So let's give this. This is an amber. I love amber.
The Amber Lager, 5.5.
Not bad. Can you see what the IBUs are? on there? How about the ABV?
This is ALC by volume.
Oh, okay.
I don't
So
know
it's
what ALC.
well, it would 5.5%.
5.5.
5.5. Anything with the IBUs?
Brewed. No, they have the web address on there.
How about what it's brewed with?
Yep, there we go. Rich,
Go ahead.
roasted malt flavors.
Okay.
A nice crisp finish with a touch of earthy hops makes it the perfect beer to enjoy after a day in the fields, or as sunsets over the farm. So
Shady Brook. You're close to Shady Brook.
yes, I am close to Shady Brook. Right? Yes, very close.
What's going on?
First of all, I don't know what they do in the fall. Fall every weekend looks like Woodstock there.
Okay.
I really don't know what they're selling there. But the big thing is the light show.
Oh, it's coming up after Thanksgiving. It's going to get going.
Thanksgiving night.
Thanksgiving.
Night. People will just be lined up to get in there. It's and they build a new shopping center across.
So
the
it's
street.
even. It's a zoo.
and apartments.
Okay. Yeah.
And the
so
people in those apartments.
it's a hopping time at that Shady Brook. So let's try it. Shady Brook Harvest Amber Lager.
Here we go. 5.5. I guess you can drink this.
Yeah.
You know, not too heavy.
Nice can, by the way.
I
Talk about the artwork.
Somebody's.
Got a nice.
I think it's the same guy making all these
I know,
labels.
pretty good.
They're really nice, but it's the same kind. It's like a decal, but it's nice.
Oh, I like ambers.
That's
This
good.
is good.
Yeah,
A lot of
Very
flavor.
yeah, a lot. Yeah, it's a hardy.
Hard.
Well, you've been in the fields all day.
in the field, you need something a little substantial. This has some body to it.
Yeah.
I can taste like the roasted malt.
Yeah,
With you get with an amber.
yeah. So yeah, very good.
I don't think we've had a bad beer.
No. I was going to say that you've done a great job picking these out.
All right. So shout out to Workhorse Brewery, King of Prussia, and their
Shady
Harvest
Brook.
Amber. All right, so back to the good stuff.
Okay.
Next week's a big week.
Big week.
I taught elementary school for 9 years.
Oh boy, you got some good stories.
Yeah,
there.
so this is a big time for parent-teacher conferences.
Oh boy.
Teachers are getting ready.
So
They
start
love
having half days.
They have half days. That's maybe the best thing about parent-teacher conference. Half days
Well,
for a week usually.
Yeah, but you're there all day, man. Like
Yeah,
for the
you're there.
teachers, it's not a
Some schools
Yeah.
do evening conferences.
yes.
You
Yeah.
come in.
You do day and right through to like 8 o'clock. at
Yeah,
night.
sometimes they do those.
My school did it once.
Yeah.
You could. It was up to the teacher.
Yeah. So
But you could blast it
this
out.
is a busy time. So I found some tips
Mm-hmm.
for parent-teacher conferences. So teachers out there, you're looking for some tips to get ready for next week.
Right.
You're planning what you're going to talk about, maybe planning how you're going to dress.
Right. Also
Um,
for parents, so you know it.
Yeah, parents too. If you're a parent, yeah, remember this show is not for
Just teachers
anyone.
who's ever taught or been to school.
Yeah. And all right. So the first tip, you want to guess? You want me to shoot them at you?
Yeah, throw one up there.
All right. Number 1,
Uh-huh.
dress professionally.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
guess
pretty
don't drown.
pretty common sense.
Maybe
I was always a shirt and tie man.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't wear a jacket, but shirt and tie
Okay.
for parent-teacher
Right.
conferences.
Maybe you may not want that clubby look.
Yeah.
Like you're clubbing, like that's all I'm thinking. That's all I can think.
All right.
So just a little.
Just dress professional. Number 2,
Number 2.
make sure you sign up for a time and
Yeah.
an agreed time. Like,
Right. If you're a parent, get it early.
well, listen, I've always, and again, I taught
Elementary.
elementary, but I taught ID and LS for a long time. And we necessarily wouldn't have parent-teacher conferences. We would have our IEP
P
conference,
meeting, right?
the IEP meeting. And I always told parents, and I was always very accommodating. I thought the first thing you would do is make sure you give parents options.
Yes.
They love that.
Yeah.
They love the fact
Mhm.
that you say, hey, what time works for you?
Yeah. What's good for you?
Yeah, and this way they feel like you're really trying to accommodate them.
And with
Yeah.
2 working parents, a lot.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
times,
2 working
it's
parents.
tough.
And that kind of made parents feel good.
Yeah.
So agree on a time, make sure you sign up for a time, make sure it works out for both you and the parents.
Yes.
All right. This is great. Teachers, and maybe parents too, don't come empty-handed.
Okay.
You need to have, the grade book, maybe some
Right.
assignments, maybe some work,
Writing samples.
writing samples. That's important.
Or the portfolio.
Oh.
Portfolio.
You teachers
folder.
remember about 20 years ago, we were going to do away with report cards,
Right.
and we were going to go to portfolio
Folios.
assessments. And we were going to have a portfolio of the students' work, which was going to be, what's that word? Measurable and I'm looking for the other word.
I don't
You could
know.
show.
Progress or
Show
something.
progress. You could show parents the students' work
Oh,
instead of just a traditional A, B, C, D. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do remember the portfolio because every kid had to have a folder.
Yeah.
And just stuffed it in.
Did
there,
you ever
know?
teach elementary?
Just 2 years, but I did math, so I don't think I did the portfolio.
No. How about
1 year of fifth grade.
Did you have any parents ever show up and ask you for like work?
I don't think so. No.
No.
Not the. I think maybe I had some stuff. I don't know.
All right.
Or I asked them, "Are you looking at the homework
Did
coming home?"
Did anyone ever ask you for some writing samples?
Writing samples. No, not really. Not parents. No. Nah. I don't think so.
All right.
I don't know.
This
But you're
is-
right. The samples. Yeah.
This next one. Think of positive things to say. I know, little Joey,
Might be a little challenging.
but come up with something.
Yeah.
Like something. Like I remember when my children were in school, they did something called Jamison Jets. At Lincoln Elementary School, we had Lincoln Lions. It was caught being good.
Okay. Cool. We
So-
have that. We have like rocks passes.
Yeah.
So you
So it's
give
like
a
this
reward.
positive
Yeah.
way to like keep it positive
Uh-huh.
with the students. Also, parents love to see that little Johnny comes home, Joey comes home with these certificates and stuff like that. So I remember my son, he was in elementary school and he finally got a Jamison Jet. He was so excited because Dad, I got the Jamison Jet. I said, how'd you get that? He's like, oh, I would clean up under the tables in the cafeteria
Ooh.
for the lunch ladies.
Wow.
I'm like, what? He goes, I wouldn't go outside for recess.
Wow.
I would stay in and crawl under the tables
Tables.
and pick up the trash. I'm like, Patrick, please don't do that. He goes, well, that's the only way I'm going to get a Jamison Jet. And I'm like, why? He goes, my teacher doesn't give out Jamison Jets.
Okay. Some teachers.
She says we don't deserve them.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
wait
not
a second.
Cool. That's not cool.
And then each month it'd be this.
Uh-huh.
So you'd get the little Jamison Jet and you'd put it into like a fishbowl.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end of the month, a ticket would be taken
Like
out
a
of
raffle.
a raffle, and
Yeah.
they would win like a
Right.
at his school. I know at Lincoln it was just like a candy bar or something, like
Right.
a treat or something. But at his school they got a $25 gift card
Wow.
to like Chili's.
Wow. Ours we have it's like money, rocks tickets.
Okay.
So you could redeem them for prizes, like on the boardwalk.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
The
I
ski
used to
tickets,
love
skee
that.
ball
I used-
tickets.
you get like 10,000 of them, and it'll get you that little tiny
marble.
marble. Anyhow, I just remember my son coming home, so excited,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he's waiting for the end of the month for the prize, and of course it's little Joey, who, curses out the teachers. I remember I coached him, and he used to every time he would strike out at home plate, he'd
Curse?
say the MFer, and I'm like,
Man.
what's going on?
Wow.
And he won the Jamison Jet $25 gift card, and I'm like, what? He didn't curse in school that
Yeah.
day, so we got a Jamison Jet.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
It was
teachers,
fixed.
sorry,
It was
yeah.
fixed or something.
Sorry to get a rant there, but
Yeah.
try to keep it positive for
Yeah.
every student.
That's
Like
a
every
tough one.
student, it's a tough one.
Yeah, because the good kids, like
They
know what
they're
they're doing.
forgotten
Yeah, they're
sometimes.
forgotten.
They're the forgotten ones.
yes.
All right. Oh, this is a good one.
Uh-huh.
Keeping it positive, but then keep your cool. Parents, keep your cool.
Cool. Teachers.
Teachers, keep your
Keep your
cool.
cool.
I know you've all had that student and the parent maybe
Uh-huh. Yes. Oh yeah.
that would.
Just I don't know. Kind of fired up about something.
Yeah, we had the infamous family at the high school where I
Oh
taught,
boy.
where they walked in the door, you knew
Oh.
you'd have the police on
Stand by.
on standby
Stand by.
because you'd have a conference, and next thing you know,
Something goes.
somebody wants to fight somebody. And once in a while we had this notorious mom, she'd want to fight somebody.
Wow.
She'd want to fight the principal.
Right.
She'd want to fight the
Superintendent.
superintendent.
Wow.
So that's always a tough one.
Wow.
So
we
keep
had
your-
once the family, but it was like extended family.
Oh,
Like grandmother and grandfather, like
the whole
crew.
crew came in.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, what's this all
Got
about?
to escort them from the building.
Yeah, you want to have that phone ready.
I think during one of my special ed conferences, I think our whole building went on lockdown
During a conference?
during a
Oh,
conference because
that's got to be brutal.
we had to bring the police in,
Oh,
so we couldn't dismiss classes.
ugh.
So everyone has to stay in their classroom, and usually what you do for that, you do one of those lockdown drills.
Right.
Everybody remain.
Right.
And you don't tell anybody what's going on. You just
Right.
say, there's a, and of
A
course,
plumber in the building or
there's a
something.
plumber in
Now
the-
they think they just tell you.
yeah, I
We had
think they
one
do.
They're just
I
locked
think
down.
yeah. So I remember we had to lock down the building
Yeah.
because the
Mr.
police
Johnson.
the police
is
had to
in
come to our
place.
special ed room to have a parent escorted from the building.
Wow. So lockdown to.
Yeah, just so that you
Wow.
keep the kids out of the hallway while the police are
Yeah.
coming in.
Well, when I blew out my back in my classroom, it's not funny. Sorry, Ed. They had a lockdown. I'm like, dude, just drag me out of the building, man. I was on the floor. I couldn't get up. But I'm like,
How long were you on the floor?
For a while, because I came in and then I hit the floor and I called my principal. He thought I was at home. And he's like, yeah, I'm in my room. He's like, all right, I'll be down. And he never came down for like an hour. And then the kids
Really?
came in. Well, not an hour, but
Where were you?
I was on the floor in my classroom.
Were you weren't visible? So people walk by, would they see you?
No, because I was on the floor. It was before the kids got there. I get there early. So then, I had to wait for the teacher across the hall to come in and yell, sorry, my back's out. I can't get off the floor. So I was like, just drag me into the bathroom. I have a little bathroom in my room. So I was like, just drag me into the bathroom and leave me on the floor there. So then the ambulance came and locked down. I'm like, yeah, Ed, you didn't have to lock it down. Because they could take me right out the
Yeah,
side.
I guess.
You know where my room is,
Yeah.
right?
So you locked down.
I blew it
So-
back. Big deal. But they locked down.
Listen, teachers.
Sorry, Ed.
Keep your cool at back
Yeah.
to school, not
Yeah.
back to school, like parent teacher
All the
conference
time.
all the time. All right, this is a good one.
Okay.
Stay on task.
Okay. When,
I know, and that's for parents. Listen, just to tell you, like you're there to
15, 20 minutes.
you're there for 15, 20 minutes. I think that's what it is usually, about 15
About
minutes
that, yeah.
per parent. And most teachers have a pretty
Mhm.
packed schedule. You've got another parent usually waiting behind you. Just talk about grades, how your child's doing.
Right.
You want to hear
Behavior.
there may be some behavior stuff,
I'm just saying. Like
but you're
overall.
looking
Yeah.
for that, like you're just looking for the brass tacks,
Yeah.
black and white. This is how it's working. This is
Okay.
what we can do. Some positive
Brass
things.
tacks,
I don't know. That's an old one. I don't know. Where did I come from?
I don't know. I never
Well,
heard that, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
Brass tacks.
Anyhow,
Okay.
next one could be a tough one.
Okay.
And parents, this is I've been in conferences where you bring a third party.
Okay.
They may have an advocate with them. Okay.
Well, for you, yeah, the
And
IDs.
teachers, to protect yourself,
Yeah.
if you know there's going to be a confrontational,
Have another teacher.
you may have another teacher there, your principal.
Yeah.
That could be, that could be a godsend to have somebody
Yeah.
there with you to back you up.
Yeah.
Parents, same thing. If you feel like your rights,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
are agencies out there, especially since I've taught ID
Mhm. Yeah, you
in
know
an
them all.
LS classroom.
Right.
There are lots of advocacy groups that'll
Uh-huh.
come in and
Okay.
help. But yeah, that's
That's in your wheelhouse.
you got to protect yourself.
Special. I mean, you really know.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So I don't know. That's
Uh-huh.
that's a good thing. This is nice to have, just to tell you. I've never done this, but I guess it's on the list here. A post-meeting treat. Now, I guess we're talking about the little candy
Candy
jar,
jar
little like
with a little Snickers cube in there.
yeah. And I'm sure. And hey, by the way,
Sorry, it
parent-
does go low.
parent-teacher conferences are parents and teachers. Your child's not supposed to come.
Right. Back to school
Now,
night. Did we talk
IEP
about
conferences, different matter. IEP conferences.
that? They can bring the kids.
At the high school level, students are they're required. You invite students also, and I
Okay.
always tell my students,
Okay, yeah.
you're
that'd be
part of the
great.
process,
Yeah.
so you should be there.
Right.
But I never thought about a post-meeting treat. But
right.
if you feel like a little candy dish,
People don't mind.
You know
People
what?
Always
food
wins.
always wins.
Always wins. If you want to get them there, serve food.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like you want a good turnout back to school night or something.
We talked about
like-
that. Have treats.
Right.
Hey, who knows?
Wawa hoagie, cut it up. You're
Yeah,
good to
I got to
man.
tell you, like,
I show up for food.
yeah.
I could be broad with food.
And so that's kind of
it.
it. But there's a couple other things here.
Uh-huh.
Like if it's a mother that shows up versus a father.
Which usually it's. I'm not being sexist, but usually it's the mom. But if they have more than one kid there,
Oh,
that
sometimes the
night-
dad has to go.
So then dad comes in. I love that. It's great.
Dad's great.
That's.
I love
They come in.
I love when the dad comes in and says, I don't know anything.
Right. Or
Just-
they just sit down. Like,
and they say-
hi, I'm Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, how you doing? And they just sit there and kind of smile or
Yeah.
laugh. And you're like, yeah, your daughter's doing good, And then the other one is if it's the first child or like the fifth.
Oh, the fifth child. Yeah.
Fifth
just
one, I had one dad.
5 minutes and they're gone.
I still remember he came in. I'm going over it. Like, hi, your daughter. He's like, hi, Mrs. Yeah, your daughter. And he's like, yeah, it's number 5, dude. Like this. I'm like, cool. They're like, are they doing all right? They paid attention. Done.
Yeah, those dad.
They don't want to see the portfolio.
One of my favorite comedians, Nate Borgazzi. Shout out to Nate Borgazzi. If you haven't seen him, he's a pretty funny comedian. Very
Dry,
just tells stories. He tells a story about his daughter when she went to first grade. He gets a phone call. Your daughter's here. She's crying. She doesn't know what bus to get on. Do you know what bus your daughter rides? And he's like, you mean out of all the people you could call, you called me? I don't even know what school my daughter goes to. How in God's holy name would I know what bus she rides? I'm the least person you should call.
Yes.
And dads are like that.
Dads are just like, yeah.
I remember
Cool.
like
It just like,
my-
you don't get many
my
of
own
them, but
children,
it's
right, like-
great.
like Dad,
Cracks
I
me
wouldn't
up.
even know their teachers' names.
No, you wouldn't know.
And if you had to really think about it, you weren't even sure what grade they were in at times. Is it 5th grade or 6th
Yeah.
grade?
It goes quick.
Yeah, it goes
Even
quick. It does
old
go
students
quick.
I see. I'm like, what grade are you in this year, man?
Yeah, no.
What
And
are you, 10th grade? They're like, no, I just graduated from college. I'm like,
You're
what? What?
All right, so that's our
the
that's
father-
our list, man. It's
there it
pretty
is.
good.
Pretty good.
I know it's
Little
next week.
treats, Yeah.
Man, it's next week.
Yeah. Sign up early if you want to get a good spot. Like if you
Oh, parents, yeah.
As soon as that list
This
comes out,
bang.
jump on it.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Cool.
that's it. Next
Okay.
week, parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah.
I
didn't have them in middle school, so
It's also Thanksgiving next week,
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
and I thought we would maybe help. I was gonna. This is terrible of me. I was gonna say help moms out there. They're preparing for Thanksgiving dinner, but
Nice.
listen.
My brother-in-law does it. He does
Yeah,
the
no,
turkey.
no.
He
Yeah, the
does
turkey. And I've helped in the
Uh-huh.
kitchen.
Yeah.
I know.
I forgot something. Run to the Acme and pick it up.
No, I know. I
I
think.
know you're.
Yeah, I know. I help out.
Sometimes
I
women
know-
just want you out
I
of
know
the
the
kitchen.
after dinner dishes thing is a
Yeah,
big deal in our
big.
house. I try to help with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I know my wife cooks a lot.
Yeah.
It's a rough day.
Oh,
for,
it is.
It's a rough day for
Yeah.
moms out there.
Yeah, we
A
use
lot of
paper
cooking.
plates. We get the
Oh.
paper plates with the, you know,
The Thanksgiving, the
Yes.
fancy ones.
and you just throw them
No,
in the trash.
we did the Chinette ones
China.
one year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they're
They're
decorated.
decorated ones.
And you
Nice
poof,
ones. No
done.
dishes. Yeah, no. Well, there's some dishes though.
Yeah, people used to get the real nice china. No,
Yeah, it's a tough one. Man.
now it's just all about the food.
Sometimes we try to do the buffet every
Buffet.
once in a while.
Ooh.
You just late,
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving buffet.
We still do sit though.
All right. So Jim, you got a list of maybe the.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone. I love turkey.
Right.
Oh wait, what do you got there?
This is turkey stuffing Waverly potato chips.
Wow.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble
Says it
gobble. There you go.
Where did you get these from?
Just a shout out to Aldi.
Clancy's.
Yeah, it's an Aldi brand, but not bad.
They are. You
They're
can
pretty
get some
good.
good stuff. Man.
Yes.
I've
So,
never heard of that.
so I'm a turkey guy.
I love turkey.
I love turkey.
Love turkey.
I don't have to have it just on Thanksgiving. I know there's a lot of people out there that say I just like turkey once a year. I could have turkey 5 times a year.
I could. Yep.
But-
And Wawa, as you might have seen, has the the gobbler.
Oh yeah.
It's out. There it is. Again, not
I
a
lo-
paid.
I love this
Not a
time
big
of year.
Yeah.
I love the gobbler.
And you see,
Oh, it's
the gobbler's
brilliant.
out for a limited time. Why is it limited?
No, I can
So
never.
you can get the roll or you get the bowl.
Fantastic.
So you could even eat
What's
that in your
in that
car.
gobbler? I can't
The
remember.
gobbler, it's hot turkey, gravy, in the bowl, stuffing, mashed potatoes,
Oh,
and cranberries.
all together.
All
And
together.
that's on the sandwich too.
No, there's no mashed potatoes on the sandwich.
No mashed
I don't know
potatoes?
why. I don't think so.
Oh, I guess because too many starches.
Well, yeah. Remember that commercial?
Too many starches.
Remember? They don't
Who-
even do that commercial. Too many.
There's not. Look, on
No.
Thanksgiving, it
Full
doesn't
tilt,
matter.
dude.
It doesn't matter how many starches you
No.
have.
They used to have the commercial, remember? Mom, you want stuffing or mashed potatoes?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Stovetop or
Did
mashed
that and then
potatoes?
no, I never.
And you're like, stovetop. I'll
So
take
yeah, I don't
that.
understand why it's a limited time. Remember McDonald's? We worked at
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Oh boy.
Both of us worked at McDonald's. Shout out to McDonald's.
Not
but
the
they
same
always
store.
not the same
The
store.
store.
But we, I never understood this. There was something, and I can just ask everyone out there. There's one item,
Yep.
They-
Seasonal.
seasonal, that they carry
Just for
About
like
a month
3
or-
weeks.
3 weeks, and then they bring it back, and you say, "What the heck? We could have this all year."
Yeah. People get
Anybody? Any
angry.
guesses out there?
Yeah.
Jim, you know what it is.
I know what it is.
What is it?
I never had one actually. The Shamrock Shake.
Oh, Shamrock Shakes
Shamrock
are beautiful.
Shake.
Listen, this is
People-
the McDonald's trick. You get your French fries and you dip them in the shake.
Ooh.
I love the Shamrock Shake. It's
Wow.
little sweet and salty
Sour.
together.
Wow.
The French fry
I
with the
never
salt,
heard that.
and you dip it in with the. It's
Ooh.
fantastic.
Wow.
Anyhow, I never understood it. You could
Yeah.
you could sell Shamrock Shakes every day of the year,
Every day.
Un-
Gobbler
unless-
all year.
unless the machine's down.
Oh boy.
The notorious shake machine.
The one part, like the
Always.
washer cracked.
You go in and be like,
Oh.
"It's down."
And people get irate.
Yeah, crazy.
Then when fight breaks out.
All right, so let's do this, Jim. Let's go over the.
Okay.
I guess is it 10?
10.
The
The
top 10 side dishes.
side dishes.
No. Turkey's the main
Name one.
one.
Some people have ham too.
Some people do. I think Mrs.
I'm
McHugh's
more,
going to. I think we're
ham.
going to do a ham and a turkey this year.
Really? That's
Yeah,
what people do.
We're having
Both.
quite a few people over,
Really?
so
I think ham Easter.
yeah, we do that too. All right, so
Cool.
Jim, why don't you do it? You want me to guess, or you want to just go through the list?
Uh,
Because I'm going to say
okay, you go.
I
Let's
think-
guess.
I
You can
think-
totally guess it.
I think I can guess some of them.
Okay.
Like stuffing's got to be on there.
Stuffing.
My number one. What number is that?
2.
Number two.
Number two,
I would have
number one.
stuffing number one.
Okay. Homemade or box?
Now homemade.
Okay. Out of
Um,
the turkey?
No, I like it out of the turkey. I like it out of the turkey. No, it's usually a lot of flavor. My wife
I'm
also
just saying. It's out of
my wife also makes a great sausage stuffing.
that.
So it's Italian sausage in stuffing.
Okay, but it's not in the turkey.
Not
That's a separate
usually
one.
that's a separate one. So we usually have two.
Most people have 2.
We have two
Yes.
types of stuffing. Love it.
There you go.
So that
stuff
would
you
be
got
my
good.
number one.
Ooh.
But it's not number one on the list.
No.
How about
What else you got?
green bean casserole?
Green bean casserole. Yes, number 4.
Number 4. That's
Number
pretty
4.
popular.
I know. I just never a fan. I'm
Never-
not really a green bean guy.
No.
Plus a casserole, and then the crispy onions that look like French
Nah,
fries.
they're great. The crispy onions are the more the merrier on the crispy onions.
Do you put them on anything else? The crispy
I
onions?
guess you could put it on a tossed salad.
I've never seen them on you.
Yeah, I guess you just they only sell them one time a year, probably.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah.
How about I'm gonna say I personally like baked sweet potatoes, but
Okay.
some people like candied yams. The candied yams with the marshmallows and the
Oh.
brown sugar, maybe like a sweet potato.
There we go. Number 10. Yeah.
Number 10.
Brown
Ah,
sugar.
my wife loves that. The candied
Ah.
yams with the brown sugar and the marshmallows on top.
And it balances out. You get the marshmallows, but you get the yams.
Yeah, you
So,
get it's pretty good. That's number 10, huh?
That's number 10. I think that's like pretty specific.
Let me think. What else. So we said stuffing. We said sweet potatoes. We said how about mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese. Not on the list.
Wow.
But, some people say it's a new thing now.
Yeah,
like that's a new favorite.
Mac and
I wouldn't have
cheese is.
thought of having
I think
mac
that's a
and
big
cheese.
one now.
Some places just have restaurants that serve mac and cheese.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
like, never really thought of it. Just
I
a
like
mac and
lobster mac and cheese.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
there you
Lobster
go.
mac and cheese.
But
So mac and cheese isn't on there, huh? Not in the
Nah.
top
I
10.
do like mac and cheese, but not on there. Not for
How about
Thanksgiving.
this? I really don't. Well, I like specific cranberry sauce on the list.
Yes, cranberry
Okay.
sauce / jelly. That's number 3.
I think I like the jelly that
The
you kind of
jelly?
slice. I don't
No,
like the
that's the sauce. I think that's the sauce.
well,
Whichever. I like the one you slice.
yeah, the one you
yes,
slice.
people.
Yeah. I don't,
Comes out as a big gob
I don't like
of
the ones
jelly.
with like
the real
the
ones.
liquid with cranberries in it. I'm not really a big fan of that.
No, but you have to
Um,
have it.
Yeah, you have.
Someone always wants it.
How about mashed potatoes?
Mashed potatoes, my favorite. You homemade or out of the
Oh.
box?
Out of the box.
Okay, I don't know. Some
No,
people
who
make
likes
them.
that? Or like,
Okay,
is there? We just have regular corn and peas sometimes.
okay, corn and peas, right.
Is there corn on the list?
Corn casserole.
Oh,
So,
I guess what's in that?
I don't know.
I've never had a corn casserole. If you know what a corn casserole is, does it have
It's-
cornbread in it? Maybe.
No, but cornbread's another one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think cornbread's like the muffin. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
do
dinner
like
rolls,
cornbreads.
I like
do like
cornbread, yeah.
Shout out to my father-in-law. He loved to get the mashed potatoes and then make a little mountain,
mountain.
and he'd put the peas and the corn on top of the mountain. I don't know.
I forget what you
Funny
call that
thing-
when you mix peas and corn. It's like succotash.
Is it?
Is it like
I don't know. I have no
Because I never
idea.
knew what succotash
I have
was.
no
But
idea.
what they do also, they'll make a mountain of mashed potatoes, put the gravy right in, like a little volcano.
Oh, gravy. Is
You put the
gravy on there?
Sorry, yes, gravy's on there.
Number one?
Number one.
I
Number
don't
one.
necessarily like gravy.
Oh,
You like gravy,
dude,
man?
I bring my own. I'll bring like 4 jars.
So some
I
people
just use
you
jars.
love
Heinz.
the Heinz.
Heinz turkey gravy.
Mrs. McHugh will make. She'll get that, and then she'll get some from the bird.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know how.
You have
I
to
don't
add
know all
flour.
about that.
You have to
I have
add
no idea.
flour, and it's a lot.
I don't know.
Usually, it's kind of wet. but-
I don't necessarily like gravy,
Uh-huh.
but white meat or dark meat.
White meat by far.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
white meat man
Yeah.
too. You do need a little gravy on that sometimes.
Yeah, I just slop it all on. I load up the
But
plate.
my sister, shout out to Fiona.
Uh-huh.
She loves the dark meat.
Oh, cool.
She loves the turkey leg.
Turkey
You have to
leg.
save the turkey leg for Fiona.
Okay.
Yeah,
And my
it's-
brother-in-law Joel, he's the turkey leg too
Okay,
guy.
all
As
right.
long as you have one,
Yeah.
just some because you don't know what to do.
I remember
Nobody eats it. You're like,
People who've been to
"Nah."
Disney World or Disneyland know this. This is a strange thing, but I remember going with my kids and my son Patrick. I don't know, getting a turkey leg at Disney World.
Right. It's
It's a
like the
hundred-
size of their head.
105 degrees, and there's like people walking around with turkey
Like
legs.
greasy. It's usually a little
And you're
greasy.
just
Yeah.
like biting into the turkey leg. It's
It's
crazy.
like the medieval times
Yeah.
or something in
they're
Disney
like
World.
they came from like 50-pound turkeys,
They're big. Like you said, it's probably
and you
the size
can't
of
find a
some-
turkey sandwich anywhere.
No carved turkey, no turkey soup, nothing. I don't know what they're
So
doing.
we got
Collard greens.
collard greens. I don't think I've ever had them.
No, I'm not really sure what they are.
Shout out
I
to
think
Miss Brown again.
Uh-huh.
My teaching assistant,
Yeah.
she liked collard greens. She would talk
Uh-huh.
about them. I never had them, but
Yeah,
I think it's an African American treat.
I think so.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. Never had them.
yeah. I never had it. I'm
Anything
sure they're
else?
good for you.
Anything? Yeah, they're probably good. Anything else on there
Oh.
that's good for you?
Cream spinach.
Oh,
Did
not
they
a-
just take every vegetable and
not a-
cream it?
not yeah. Well,
Ugh.
not a
I'm just
spinach
saying,
guy, but I'm not
everything's
really sure I
cream.
like the cream spinach either.
Popeye likes that.
Popeye.
All right.
All right, let's go on.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the
Get
list here.
back to that one. And
So,
then,
did we get it all? I think we got them all.
I think we have one more. Did we do sweet potato casserole and what was Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Brussels
Oh.
sprouts. Listen, my daughter, shout out to Holly again.
Yeah.
She loves Brussels
Wow.
sprouts.
And they're good for you, I'm sure.
They're good for you, but they
They look like little cabbage. Oh, they stink. Oh,
stink up the
man.
house. I know they stink up the
It's like
house.
somebody burned the
That's like
tire
a
out
new
back.
when you go to like these new like vegan restaurants.
Ugh.
They love to do the
Dude,
Brussels sprouts now. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyhow.
vegan. I'm not going to vegan.
Listen, that's a pretty good list there. I think we got
That
all 10
is.
of them.
That's a lot
You
going
know, there's
on
probably
there,
some
yeah.
things we missed. So if you're
Yeah.
out there and you said, "Well, what about
What
this?"
else?
or
Like
maybe,
peas or
maybe
something.
your family makes something different.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're
I don't
pretty
know.
standard stuffing.
Yeah.
You know,
A lot
sweet.
of casserole,
a lot
and
of
creamy
casseroles.
stuff.
How about desserts?
Desserts. Got to go with dessert. Always room. The traditional pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I'm a pumpkin pie guy.
Just
just
cold or warm?
cold.
You like
I know
it?
people
Oh.
love it. I know people love it warm. They
The-
love the Cool Whip on top.
yeah.
Not a Cool Whip man.
Cold, it's easier to eat. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
it
easier
gets
to eat.
softer when you heat it up.
I also like the pumpkin casserole thing. It's like a rollover thing. It's maybe got like cream cheese in the middle. I'm not really
Cream
sure.
cheese.
I'm not sure how
Wow.
they make it, but it's pretty good.
So it's like a giant yodel.
It's like a giant yodel. Good
Wow.
one. Good one.
I've
yeah.
never seen that.
I
Where
do-
do you get that at? Is
I
that
I know.
Aldi's?
I know Costco has one. It's a pretty good one that I.
So what
that
do
we
they
get.
call it?
I don't know.
Pumpkin
I have
roll
no
or
idea.
something?
Pumpkin roll. I think that's
Pumpkin
what they
roll?
call it.
All right.
But
I've
yeah,
never heard of that.
people like sweet potato pie. I think it's similar to
Yeah.
pumpkin pie. Some people like the apple crumb.
Crumble. We have both. Do you want pumpkin
Yeah.
or apple?
And
Or
we've
sometimes cherry pie.
We've never done that. Cherry or blueberry. I know you see
Nah,
that once in a
blueberry.
while.
Yeah. Usually we have two.
Italian families out there probably cannolis.
Cannolis. Year round.
Yeah, it's a good one too. That's
a-
another good
That's
one.
another one.
You don't need that.
Better not be
You don't need
seasonal.
that twice a year.
Yeah.
You know what they make? The cannoli dip.
I've
you
heard
seen-
I've had that.
Cannoli
That's
dip.
awesome.
Pretty
Friend of
good.
mine, I think she made it. We're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, what is this?
that?
Yeah.
Cannoli
So
dip.
yeah, desserts usually. What time do you guys eat?
We're still kind of traditional, I think. Like 5, 6 o'clock.
No, we're early.
Yeah. Well, we used to go with my grandparents. So
Okay.
everybody had to get there. Then you had drinks, and hors d'oeuvres, and then eat. So,
Okay.
but I know some people are 3, 4 o'clock. They're hitting it.
Yeah. So,
So, in between games.
yeah. We usually do. We're after the Detroit game and
Yep.
before the Dallas
Dallas
game. We
game.
usually eat.
Right.
Usually we're winding up dinner at the
Uh-huh.
Dallas game,
Cool.
and then we have dessert around 7.
Oh, okay. So
So it gives
let
you
it settle.
time to digest,
Oh, okay.
time to unbutton the pants.
Yeah. Make sure you wear your pie pants. Anything with elastic. You want that elastic, man. Bring some sweatpants to wear. Change
Woo!
into dinner pants.
Dinner pants. Yeah, it's a sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
It's like that's when you have Thanksgiving at home is really nice.
Yeah, because you can just.
Yeah, like I've been spoiled. My wife's probably hosted Thanksgiving dinner
Uh-huh.
since we've been married. That's like
Nice.
our holiday, Thanksgiving. So she's a saint.
Right. You're lucky you're out of your pajamas
Yeah, I
probably
know.
by 4 o'clock.
It's nice.
Yeah. They're
but-
my, what do they call them? Leisure pants.
Listen, pretty
People
good.
wearing them, you're like, that's pajamas,
That's
dude.
pajamas. Well, that's what they wear in school now.
I know,
Since,
they wear
since
everywhere.
COVID, I don't know. We've
I don't
lost
know.
it with the
I
pajama
guess.
pants to school.
I don't know. It's
But
still
anyhow,
pajamas.
Thanksgiving's coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Report card conference coming up.
Yeah.
A couple big.
Oh, and a big event.
Oh,
The big event.
this is an announcement.
This is announced. I think this is it.
We got
gotta
an
get it
announcement. Yep. Listen, if you've been waiting for this, I've been waiting for this.
in. I've been waiting.
The 10th annual Santa Scepter Crawl.
It's the 10th annual?
This is the 10th one.
Really?
Yeah, I believe it's the 10th
Wow.
annual. If people don't know about it,
Yeah.
we take the Doylestown train line
Okay.
and we visit 7 breweries.
Nice. No microbreweries? Right.
Yeah, all
Yep.
microbreweries. No bars, just breweries. So
Oh, okay.
if you're into trying different beers,
Yeah.
and some of them there are some
Yeah.
full service bars, so you can get some.
You can't get flights.
You can get flights if you
We
want.
had
some of
one
them. Yeah,
participant who
We've had flight people,
flight people.
but generally you have time. About an hour between every stop
Mhm.
on the train. We start at 11:45
Okay.
in Doylestown. We want to be at the first brewery
Right.
at 12. The first brewery is called the Geronimo Brewery.
Nice. We were just there.
Just
last
there,
week.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll stop at Geronimo and then we'll head over to Artifact.
Nice. Right
So
there.
we'll have 2 beers. Yeah, 2 beers before we get on the
Dang.
train. We'll get on the train at 1:30. So if you're running late, train's at 1:30.
Right.
Jump on the train. We head to Glenside
Nice.
off the train. Now this is a short stop, about a half an hour stop.
Oh, okay.
But we stop at the Ways, right at the bottom of the train.
It's right
stops,
there.
Right there. That is a full service bar. So
Mhm.
if you're not into beer, you want to try a whiskey drink or a vodka drink.
Brandy or something.
whatever.
I don't know. Bourbon.
Then we're back on the train. We're heading back to Doylestown,
Cool.
and we stop in Ambler.
Yep.
At Tannery Run
Mhm.
and Forest and Maine.
Like that.
So we have an hour there. We stop in 2 breweries.
Nice.
Back on the train, get off at North Wales for 10-7.
10-7.
Love 10-7.
Yes.
Nice food trucks there. Last time
Yeah.
we got it's called the Kona Pizza Truck. It's a pizza pie in a cone. So you take the bread, you take the crust, you wrap it up, and you stuff it with
I
your
remember that.
favorite pizza toppings.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Then back on the train, we head to Lansdale for Well Crafted.
Yep.
And Jumbo Pretzel, Barbarian Pretzel. There.
In the basement.
In the
right?
basement, yeah.
And they have a lot of different beers.
Yeah, good selection.
Yeah.
Well crafted.
Sometimes live entertainment.
Sometimes,
I don't think we've ever caught it though. We're always a little too early.
Yeah, maybe. And then
We're setting up.
over to the Round Guys.
Round Guys.
So we end up at the Round Guys, and then we're back on the train. We head back to Doylestown. We arrive in Doylestown about 7:30. So people who want
Big
to
loop, just a
big loop, yeah. People who want to go, they can head out. The rest of us will go into the Station Tap House in Doylestown for dinner.
Cool. Yep. Have
So
a little,
hey, mark that down on your calendar.
It's already marked, man. Already marked.
Yeah.
So let's see. Do people need tickets?
No tickets.
No tickets. It's a
Yeah,
free
they
event.
used to have something called the Independence Pass. Well, it is a free event.
Free event. Okay, that's what I meant. You need
Make sure you wear something. Santa may be there.
Santa may be there.
So
Costumes.
You may need we may need some reindeers. We may need some
elves.
little elves, Santa's helpers.
That's right.
So if you feel inspired,
right. If you have your Christmas sweater.
Oh yeah, ugly sweater would be fantastic.
Ugly sweater. If
but
it lights up, even better.
Bring cash. Because the train used to be the Independence Pass, $12 on and off, and fantastic. Now they have some septic key card, and if you don't have a key card, you have to whatever. You give
cash.
Give cash. Sometimes we pay.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't pay because we're getting off at the next stop, and the conductor doesn't have a chance to collect our.
It's quite a show.
It's quite a show. Anyhow, what else?
I think that's all we need. Doylestown line.
Yeah.
We'll maybe
I'm going to post
Facebook.
it. Yeah. How many Instagram followers do we have?
Let me check. I think we're over to 100,000.
100,000.
104,000.
104.
861.
All right. So if you're on Instagram, check out Instagram, Facebook. We're even on TikTok.
Now, tearing it
TikTok,
up.
Yeah, we're tearing it up on TikTok. So check out our various platforms. And we're on Spotify, of course, Apple. Make sure you share. Like us and subscribe.
Share and subscribe.
And it's called Teachers Tapped. Tapped out of education.
Tapped into beer.
And we'll leave you with this: with every pour,
there's a story.
All right. Listen, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Have a great parent-teacher conference. And have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.